What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to Small Biz. In today's video, I'm going to show you how we made 327% profit in the last 45 days. What in the world just happened with COMS, which is doing a 1 for 100 reverse split tomorrow? How did I not sell every effing share of BBIG at 82.5 cents before their absolutely insane acquisition of the National Enquirer? And is it possible, is it possible to make 26% in GMBL today? And because we reloaded at 093, maybe again tomorrow. So ladies and gentlemen, pull up a chair, grab a cup of coffee, ice cold beer, glass of wine, whiskey on a big rock. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live at 3:55 in the PM. I don't normally do this, so here's mud in your eye. It's usually all hands on deck because we got money in play. And by the way, if you're not following me on Twitter at TrySmallBiz, if you didn't make 327%, you're either not there or you're not listening to what the fuck I've been saying for the last 45 days, because it is a fact that if you look at my wall at TrySmallBiz, we have been in and out of 6 stocks going on 7. We've netted 327% in the last 45 days. And if that's not enough for you, ladies and gentlemen, all week long, and when the Dow was up more than 300 points today, I was tweeting nonstop, probably to the point of ad nauseum that we're going lower. This market's about to crash, and lo and behold, we dropped 500 Dow points, and it ain't over in the last 2 hours. So how in the world is this guy right here able to be right 88% of the time? Are we having fun yet? I want to know. Are we having fun? Who's listening? Who's in me? Who didn't sell GMBL when I did? You had at least 15 or 20 minutes, both in the pre-market, and then it came up again to kiss you at 1180, but many of you didn't pull the trigger, making excuses. Oh, I was at work, or set an alert on your phone. Get an alert when it goes up 15% so you start paying attention. And I would subscribe to the channel. You hit the notifications. Elon's made it real easy. And pay attention. But even if you miss my picks, which have tripled our money this year and 9x'd it last year, that's top 0.5% worldwide, trading penny stocks. Aren't they supposed to be a ripoff? Please. Follow me on Twitter. And before I get into the madness here, and boy, oh boy, is this exciting stuff. If you get any value from listening and watching me share God knows how much value on Twitter, day and night, it's not just about the stock picks in real time. I'm literally telling you within a millisecond as to when I'm going in and when I'm going out. But I'm sharing perspective on the market, which has been dead on fucking accurate going back a year and a half. I'm sharing what's going on with inflation, interest rates, the Fed, you name it. It's all about how to make it. I may as well start adding save you money, because anyone else that's in the buy and hold forever camp, GMBL, if you can get it again at 093, it's 0942. The eyes are going a bit here, 53 in April, but I feel good. No booze in almost a month, and boy, do I want to have one tonight. All the whiskey on a big rock fans, all the winos out there, have one for me, but I've got more important things to do, like get myself in shape, because we got a podcast coming up. I just picked up a TV the other day. It's right over there, 55 inches. What is this? It's a 4K. I think it's sharp. I could be wrong, but it's going to be amazing. We're going to have a lot of fun. Many of you are going to be on the show. I talked to you, 8662 Small Biz. I still have a half a dozen. I'm backed up 3 days, but you have to be a premium member. So if you're getting any value, if you want to talk to me on the phone, that is, or by way of email, everyone's able to do that. If you're getting any value, and yes, I'm going to explain what happened with COMS, I'm asking for your support. Right now, it's $1 a day. We have 388. Thank you to about 14 new members that have joined us in the last 10 days. You don't have to have a small biz. If you just add your name, your email address, and your credit card information, it's invisible to the public. You're giving me a chance, whether it's $1, $2 a day, $3 a day. Are we having fun yet? You're giving me a chance to what I do best. And as you've seen with some of the screenshots I've shared, not my accounts, people's brokerage accounts that I mentioned by GMBL at 093 right now. It's 093 right now at almost 4 o'clock. Get some if you can. The low on the day, what was resistance, now becomes support around 9 cents. In my opinion, it's going to make another run north of 10, 11, 12 cents a share. But if you're getting any value from this guy right here, I'm asking you, $1 a day. And I'm giving everybody a heads up, and we've had some people quit here in the last couple of days. If we don't get to 500 members, which was our agreement moons ago, it's going up to at least $2 or $3. And even if 20 or 30% say that's it, even though I'm piggybacking, cherry picking, and freeloading off this guy who's made people 327% this year alone on top of 900% last year, if we don't get enough money to pay our bills, the price of poker's got to go up. Because a third of it goes to pay our taxes to the federal government. Single guy, no kids, not married. They just take damn near half my money every single year, and I'm writing everything off. About a third goes to advertising and upgrades. I'm spending over $100 a day right now on Facebook. How do you think we got 70,000 followers strong in about 6 months of advertising? Thank you for all. I paid for damn near every single one. And for those of you on Facebook that are following me on Twitter or you're supporting us on Small Biz, we can't do this without you. So I'm asking you, whether you got a small business or not, log into your account, hit that red upgrade to premium button on your dashboard to get in the game. COMS. What the hell happened there? Where are we right now? This is amazing. I never do this right before the close. We're at 359. We've got GMBL going back up 096. You had a chance. You had a chance at 093. We got XELA at 062. Don't worry about that. It's under pressure with the rest of the market. ARC's getting clobbered near the lows of the day of around 40. LHDX, I bought some at 29 this morning. My average is 31. Not worried about that. Or PBLA, which I own in the mid 140s. It's 137 last trade. BBIG, I'll talk about that in a second, but let's address COMS at 056, down from where we own it at 078, which is what, a butt. That's all, folks. It's about a 25% drawdown. They came out with news this afternoon after the stock was up. Recall that even when the market was melting down, it was up to 073. In the pre-market and after we opened, it was up 10, 11%. And then they suddenly dropped a bomb that we've been waiting for. They had the shareholder meeting months ago. They were going to do a reverse. Did I think it was going to be 100 to 1? No. I was expecting 50 to 1. So if it reverses tomorrow before the open, we're looking at a $5 or a $6 stock that we own in the sevens. So here's the simple math. If you had 100 shares of COMS tomorrow morning, you're going to have one. And before I forget, for all you rogue motherfuckers out there that are just doing whatever you please, it's on you. We had some people to say, oh, I got into COMS and now I'm down 20%. I bought it this morning. I didn't tell you to buy it. Some of you have gotten so conditioned to making money on everything I say that you just buy anything that's down. You don't pay attention to me. You're just out there fucking pulling the trigger thinking that, oh, it must be a good buy. No. I haven't said to buy COMS for weeks, even though I'm down 25% as we speak right now, closed at 0558. Why? Price action was lousy until this morning, but I didn't say to buy more of it at 073 or even in the 06s. I'm holding on. And if you recall, listen to me carefully. WISA that we made, 65%, trading it 3 times before it reverse split, it made a run. Goldman Sachs was buying 10% of the company, split adjusted at 10 cents, which was $10 for WISA. 2-3 days after the reverse split, they goosed it up over 13, probably to bail somebody important out of a big position. Where is it right now? 6.25. I sold everything split adjusted north of $16. Some of it at 16.5. Some of it at $14.99, but split adjusted, we made 65 or 70% on our money, and I was out of it. Let's call it, to be fair, $15 a share. I didn't tell you to buy it at 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6. So it's possible that comms is going to do a reverse, and maybe they bump it up. High 6s, low 7s. Pull the ripcord. We may take a loss of 10, 12, 5, maybe even 15%. If it goes the other way, even though it was already down big today, only down 13% on the day, but down 25% or thereabouts from where I own it, we got a decision to make. But this is a very, very important thing that you guys have to pay attention to. I probably said that 3 times, so pay attention to me. If you're new and you're wondering, who the fuck is this guy? I've been trading the markets for 30 years. I spent half that time on Wall Street as a broker. I pulled the trigger tens of thousands of times. I've gone bankrupt twice. I know exactly what it takes not only to make money, but to keep your ass out of trouble. So you manage risk how in a crazy market like this? You buy a half a position and then you buy the rest of it on weakness. Never put more than 10% or thereabouts into one idea. So if you got 10 grand, you never put more than $1,000 into one stock. 500 when I say it's a buy, another 500 in increments on the way down if we get a chance to do it. So that when we do have a situation like this in COMS, where we're getting slapped across the face 25% and BBIG as well, but we got out of some at 82.5, more on that in a second, we're not getting killed. Because if you get cut in half in your portfolio because you go all in, not listening to me, but walking to the beat of your own drum, it's going to take you a double to get back to break even. But we made 26% on GMBL trading after hours at 0971. We made 26% today. That's on top of, or in addition to, 327% this year alone, 9x in case you didn't hear me the 3 other times in the prior year. You wouldn't find 10 guys or gals, we don't do fucking pronouns around here, on this planet that's up 12, 13x in the last 18 months with this clown that's running the show and the cackler that's number 2 in command. We're living in a simulation, there's no doubt about it. And we are one of maybe 10, 12, 15 people on this planet that can say they're up 10, 12, 13x after over 140 trades. You might have gotten lucky on an options or a futures contract. Thank you very much for those that pay attention. We lose half our audience by the time we get to the 10, 11, 12 minute mark. But this is how you understand how you can make life-changing money with me or without me. You pay attention, you give me a chance to spend 15 or even 20 minutes with you. When you manage risk at 10, 12, 13%, no more, it's better than using a stop loss. Because if you're among some of these clowns on Discord that claim they're using a stop loss and they're not. And by the way, do you ever see them talking about their losers? No. We recommended X and it's up 38% since our first alert. Okay, how about telling us when to get out? How about telling us in real time when to get in and when to get out? How about talking about your losers like I do on a daily basis? Pinned in the top comment are all of our trades. So if you don't have the notifications set or you can't get a hold of what we're doing in real time during the day, just check the Twitter feed at night now. It's pinned. And I've even disciplined myself, as hard as it is, to not talk about politics or the shit show that we're watching 24/7, other than on the weekends or after hours. Between 9 a.m., actually 9:30 if we want to be official, and when the markets close at 4 o'clock, let's call it 5, from 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, I'm all fucking business. I'm about making money in the stock market for you guys and promoting you. And if you become a premium member, you're on the homepage 100 times a day. You're the first to come up and search. Do you know that we're adding, let's look at this, we're adding 889 new members a month, 217 this week. 96% of them are free. We're drifting towards only 5% that are willing to pay us $1 a day. At one point early on, because we had a lot of support in the beginning, it was 11%. So we've drifted down now to basically what the nationwide average is 3 or 4%. I would like to think that we'll ultimately get around 5 or 6%, double the national average of a freemium site, free to sign up, premium to pay. But one way or another, folks, we're going to pay our bills. And even if we skinny it down to 200 or 300 premium members, whoever stays is going to be on the homepage not only 100 times a day like you are now, probably 200 times a day. Not only getting promoted every 6 to 9 months, but probably 3 times a year. So if you're among a Larry Poulin or a Tammy Murphy who've already indicated they're more than willing to pay us more than $1 a day, whatever it ends up being in the next several months, you are going to get more than your money's worth. As I've said before, and some of you just don't fucking listen, what is that, 5 or 6, to what I have to say. There are people that have made as much as 40 grand a month. They paid me $36 for that 40,000. Yeah, you got to pay attention. You got to hit the notifications. But I've made it so easy now that I don't talk about anything but the market, the economy, the business world that we live in together during market hours. And I pin everything every fucking night so you can see. There's 7. There goes the reach. Every time I go over 2 or 3 F-bombs, and I could easily drop 45 today, they cut my reach in half, if not more. So I do have a decision to make, slightly off topic, when we launch this podcast. Am I going to continue to swear like a drunken sailor? Because if I do, they're really going to keep me from going big time. But if I can cut it down like a Ryan Serhant, who usually drives Real Estate Guy 1 or 2 F-bombs in a 20-minute video or podcast, I'll be able to get much more reach. And it's not about money. There's no money being made in fucking AdSense. There's another one, AdSense revenue on YouTube. The only way you can pay me is currently $1 a day at trysmallbiz.com. That's it. If I didn't have my trading profits to live on, I'd be on the effing street. So when I ask you guys to please support the cause, it's not just to keep a roof over my head, which to some degree it is. But if you want me to keep the gravy train going, if you want me to keep talking about all business all the time, in an effort to make, and may as well say, save you money in times like this, I need your support. Which brings me to my final thought for the day, and we'll keep this under 20 minutes. I would share this, come back to it, watch it 2 or 3 times, because there's a lot to learn in terms of managing risk. Be big. It was a pure play alternative to TikTok. And if TikTok ever gets partially or totally banned, this thing could have been $5 to $10 a share like that. But lo and behold, we find out that Ted Farnsworth is in fact running the show, the same guy who ran MoviePass and another company into the ground, destroying tens of millions of dollars of shareholder value. And you ask yourself, and that's why the stock has crashed from 82.5, where I sold a third about a week ago, should have sold it all. My mistake, definitely my mistake, because people are going, it's Ted. He's been pulling the levers like the Wizard of fucking Oz behind the scenes. And the guy, look for yourself. I don't want to use the word crook, but something close to that. He's not a guy who makes money. He's not even a guy who'll put his fucking can on camera and tell people why you paid $95 million for a gossip tabloid that 2 years ago was on the brink of going under. In fact, the former owner, Packer is his last name, a Trumpster, is in court right now on another matter. So, is it ever going to bounce? I think so. If it gets anywhere near where we own it at 76-cent average, you guessed it, we're pulling the ripcord and we're hopping on the next train to leave the station. So, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, I appreciate your patience. This is a very, very important time for us, not only to get to know each other, but to survive, to make money and thrive. XELA came back, 0625, trading higher than that after hours. The only real egg that we got on our face is COMS and BBIG, so pay attention before I let you go one more time. I know, what a train wreck. 0962 on GMBL. Buy it for the second time, if you can, at 093 or less. Until next time, always remember that we love you, and thank you so much for watching.